Good day. Ira Epstein of Linn & Associates with your SPDR ETF wrap-up for this Tuesday, the 1st of June, 2021, getting on to 7 p.m. Central Time. It was a pretty crazy day. Markets come in, and after a holiday, new money coming in, first day of the month, stock indices soaring. We saw news on AMC today. Now, it's well off the high, but what news? A company comes in, invests $285 million or so with them, buy stock, big infusion. Stock jumps today, and what a good trading company, I got to tell you. They sell out. So they ended up making about 26% return on their money, as I was reading in the news today, because of this jump when the news came out. Is more of that going to happen? I mean, just think about it. Those guys are out tonight celebrating. They can't believe their good fortune, I am sure. I don't understand AMC up there to begin with. I own the movie theater. I don't understand how they're going to survive this business model. What is the business model? In ARC, you've got a market that's moving up, as you can see. It came up last Friday, backed off from there. Market's still in an uptrend. Unless you get through this and you come back and you take out the lows of Thursday, which were 109.27. You can see how the market had an outside day up, pulls back, all right, but that's 2 days. I don't care if it goes through that. It doesn't owe anything. It's not that rule that within 2 days, if you do something, the 2 days came and went today. Support in the market is back here at 106.82. Resistance, the 200-day moving average of closes. I mean, it's staring you right in the face, along with the Bollinger Band. That combination's deadly. To get through those, you go on your chart. You showed me when you just slice through them. It's very unusual. So that's the resistance area in the market. If it falls back here, it has to rebuild. If it can stop and not take out 109.27, it's got to do more work to get up and through that number. So it's something to keep your eye on. And I'm not in favor of it working through that because you're overbought, not even trying to embed. So I think the pros are out. OUT, gone. GameStop. So again, we had all this sideways action for a long time. That's a base. And until you get through this low right here, I contend this market is super in good shape. You had a breakout in the sense that you got 2 days in a row in the top quadrant. That's my rule. Got over the Bollinger Band. So now on the pullbacks, I'm looking to see where the support would come in. Had it had an embedded reading, I'd be all over this market for you. But right now, it's overbought, fighting at the Bollinger Band. I don't know. I think that as a chartist, I'd be looking and understanding that overbought conditions don't beget new traders. In other words, hey, come buy me, I'm overbought. Embedded does. Because people think, oh, I'm going to miss the boat, and that everybody's jumping on it. That's the psychology that goes with it. In PAVE, as we're getting closer and closer to what is going to happen with the Democrats not getting so far the support they want from the Republicans on infrastructure. Can they go it alone and get it passed? I don't know. And the market is sort of saying, same thing. It's certainly not a bearish idea because whether they lose this round, they'll come back at you another round. There's going to be infrastructure sooner rather than later. It's the terms of it. What is infrastructure? And you got to overcome the Republicans, which probably means you have to get the vote in the Senate done without them. That's what I'm thinking. I don't see these two sides as being close together. They're almost $1 billion apart still. That's a heck of a lot. It's what, 800 billion apart? Still a lot. AMC, let's give kudos to these guys. The market started a breakout. I brought it back up. Again, let's go to my rule. I don't think you're going to fight with me that right about here, you could say we've had attempts at moving to the upside. Did we ever get the 2 moves in a row at the top quadrant? Not there, not there, not there. So I didn't get what I wanted, and the market falls back to regroup towards the 18-day average of closes. Starts coming up, and this is Tuesday of last week. We weren't showing these charts. I was showing Apple instead. You got up here, then, watch, you got your 2 days in a row in the top quadrant. Breakout time. That's my point. Then you come in today, and my gosh, word comes out that a company, an investment company, buys $285 million worth of stock in AMC, cash infusion. I think it was new stock that was issued. I'm not sure, but that's what it sounded like to me. And what did they do with it? Just what every good trader does. The market from the close of Friday, right here, at 26.12 goes to a high today of 33. And I think they bought the stock at 27. What would you think that a pro does? So long, guys. Nice investment. I made a 20-some-odd% kicker. I'm gone. And guess what? That's what the news said they did. So will it fall back? Or is somebody looking and trying to figure out something new about this? I can tell you, having owned a movie theater, this is the roughest business there is. I don't see how you survive it. What's their new business model going to be? You can't tell me it's going to be the old model. Not when everything gets released the same day at home. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Lower lows? Nope. Higher lows, higher high. Look for very stiff resistance at 182.16. I'm sorry, at 18.16. No, it was 182.16 to 182.23. Right here. That's big time resistance, that combination. It's like the 200-day that we just showed you with that. I'm looking for pullbacks. The difference here over the other chart, now take a look. Not embedded there. Day one of embedding was on Friday. Day two was today. So if you embed, I get very friendly, this chart all of a sudden. I have been waiting for another embedded to take place. So if that's it, I intend on being all over that if it embeds. PODEX, this should be where it fails. We talked about this last week too. You got up to the 18-day average. That's all I was looking for. And that combination of the 100-day and that, that's pretty stiff. When you come to ESGU, notice how many markets made new highs on these moves and backed off today. Same thing going on in the energy sector. The energy sector is interesting because forget about Iran until August at the earliest. That gives everybody time to see what they're going to do. I am solidly against giving the next new hardline government that goes into Iran U.S. lifting of sanctions. I mean, what are we going to get? You can't trust the Iranians. The UN has not been able to keep tabs on them. All the cameras were turned off. As I understand, it's in the newspaper. So what have they been doing? There's estimates out there that they're up to 60% grade enrichment. You need 90-something to be nuclear weapon material, but that's still pretty darn high. Imagine them with a nuclear weapon. New hardline government. When you get over the emerging markets, what do you do the first time you hit an upper Bollinger Band? You tell me. So today you get to 81.51, 58's that number. You just missed it. I contend the pros will take money off the table if it's hit. You now are getting your embedded reading here. Take a look with me. Right here, not there. Day 1, 2, 3, you're embedded. So until this red line closes under 79, I contend traders are going to be buying fairly aggressively, and they'll throw in the towel if that happens. That's what I think. In the gold market, I'm still bullish with an embedded reading. The market did sink back today. I was telling traders this morning to be careful, but bullish. And I haven't lost that part of it. Lose the embedded reading, and I will. In GDX, you still have the embedded reading. They went up off that news. Again, if you get my Spider ETF subscriber video, I've been covering these with all of this, talking about the buy signals that they've had until they lose that reading. I think in TLT, if you had a window envelope, you'd understand why I'm not friendly to this market now on these charts. And you've pulled back to the 18-day average. If you close under 137.72, that gives you some bearishness. But what is this week? This is jobs data week. Folks, it's a monster report. So you look at some of these reports, they're going to be this, like you saw the last one, and then it surprised you, and the market had to do a double take, only 266,000 jobs. Well, are we going to see corrections to that? Is the numbers going to be, I'm hearing whisper numbers on the street of 650,000 gain instead of 266. What if that's a disappointment? What does the Fed do with all that? It's going to be a big, big deal right now. In FXE, lower lows, higher highs, sidelines now because of the action. And as I said, in the mornings, I start recording at 8:40 a.m. Central Time. First off, I want the markets to open and get the first flow of money into them. Then I want to be recording. And sometimes I wait as the reports come out at 8:45. There are some reports that come out in the economic data, sometimes 9 o'clock, and I get it out. If there's none, I'm getting that report out shortly after 9 o'clock often. If there's a slew of reports, it's going to be after 9:30 because I don't start recording. It's about a 20-minute recording. It takes about 10 minutes or so to render it so that you don't see blurriness, and that's how it comes out. $8.95 for 30 days. It goes 30 days at a time, not a month at a time. It's 5 videos typically a week, Monday through Friday, and then a weekend video where I cover the longer term charts. But during the week, I will cover both daily charts and at times weekly charts. On the weekend, it's primarily all weekly charts. Makes all the sense because you're going to go from Friday to Friday with your trade idea. That's what a weekly chart is basically built on, but you want to get your stops in place. You want to know what you're looking for. I cover all that, and I did it all through Memorial Day too. Just go to our website under the word research. Everything's spelled out there, and that's where you can sign up. Everything's very simple. You have a great day. I'm Ira Epstein.